Thank you so much. So today I'm going to be talking about one of our success stories, which is the recent program called STEM for Refugees. And we like the title because usually we hear basic literacy and numeracy for refugees, whereas we wanted to do something else. We wanted to say STEM for refugee, and why not? But let me start with this. Contrary to common belief, the current crisis of education in Syria today is not the result of the humanitarian crisis only. It has predated the war in Syria, mainly due to the fact that there was mainly focus on access at the expense of quality, and there was a huge discrepancy between education outcomes and employability. Unfortunately, this is being repeated today in the context of humanitarian response. See, our challenge when it comes to education response in the context of humanitarian crisis is of twofold. First, how can our education system provide equal opportunity for inclusive and quality education for all children as per SDG 4, which, by the way, does not exclude refugees and displaced children? And second, and most critically, how can we achieve those goals even in time of conflict? So, basically, education is not only a humanitarian matter. Education is a matter of right, of justice, and the way we choose to shape the future of our society. And that's why the current approaches today are not sufficient. And that's the problem that STEM for Refugee aims to resolve. STEM for Refugee provides a disruptive and change-making solution that addresses directly the needs and aspiration of the Syrian refugees. The model is designed in a very flexible way, either implemented in a learning program acting as a hub or through a mobile station with a total of 20 hours lessons. Children and learner becomes more informed about the relevance of STEM and how they can apply them to solve their problems in their own context. The kind of skills that they get to be equipped with is like foundation literacy, and again, not only restricted to basic and numeracy literacies, but including digital literacy, scientific literacy, and citizenship literacy. They get to also acquire the basic 21st century competencies like communication, collaboration, creative thinking, and also. But most importantly, they get to be empowered with what we call the character qualities, which is persistence, grit, adaptability, leadership, and so on. So how we do that? We contextualize STEM by engaging the learners in program and hands-on activity so that they get to apply physics to create or build a swing or a seesaw to create a playground in their own camp. Or they could also build a water tank and use the filtration system so they can have access to clean water. Or they can learn how to program heat detectors so they can protect their camps from fire. Even more, they can get to use renewable energy to create a solar oven or even generate more energy from the wind, and so on and so on. But the best part is when the kids start coming back to us with more contents, with more ideas and more problems, wanting to work on them and finding solution for them. So this is the approach that allows those vulnerable children to reconnect with learning again and to believe that education actually can make a difference in their life. When children are exposed to such empowering experiences, not only they become resilient, but they actually start seeing the future where they can see themselves being self-fulfilled and productive citizens as well in their society. And this is when we hear a young refugee girl like Sondos, who said at the launching event, with STEM, I learned that for every single obstacle, there's a solution. Hence, nothing will ever stand in my way again. So what's next step for us? This is a very novice program. We just launched it 7 months ago, and we're witnessing life-changing experiences with the kids. So since February, we had 3 cycles, 150 refugee children have graduated, half of them are girls. So the program is designed to be replicable, scalable, and we're aiming to reach 15,600 kids in the 3 hosting countries in Lebanon, Turkey, and Jordan over a 3-year plan, and eventually when the war stops, we want to hit Syria. What we need for that, however, is a lot of supports. We need technology partners. We need in-kind donation, capital resources, institutional partners. But let me end with this most importantly. STEM is not just an attractive program that provides access to the 4 disciplines or science, technology, engineering, and math. STEM is actually, it employs STEM to make learning relevant and to ensure that our kids are committed to education again. And most importantly, it proves that, yes, quality and inclusive education is possible and feasible even in time of conflict. Thank you.